Good morning, friends. Welcome to another empowering session in our Principles of Management lecture series. Today, we begin Module 10 Leading Concept, Scope, and Significance, Part 1, an essential part of the direction function in management. Leadership is not just about holding a position, it's about inspiring vision, guiding teams, and driving transformation. From Ratan Tata's empathetic leadership to Indra Nooyi's purposeful strategies, this session will unlock what it truly means to lead in modern world. Stay with us as we explore real-life stories, powerful insights, and timeless principles of effective leadership. What this module covers as part 1 of the leadership. It covers meaning and definition of leadership, nature and characteristics of leadership, scope of leadership, significance of leadership in management, difference between leadership and management, and real life examples and case studies. The learning objectives of this module 10 part 1 of leadership. By the end of this session, learners will understand what leadership truly means, recognize the scope of leadership across different management levels, appreciate the significance of leadership in achieving organizational success, and 4, distinguish between leadership and management. What's the meaning of leadership? Leadership is the process of influencing and inspiring people to achieve common goals. It involves guiding, motivating, and supporting individuals or teams. Effective leadership bridges the gap between vision and execution. It is said that leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. Warren Bennis. Nature and characteristics of leadership. 1. Influence. Leadership is about influence, not just about authority. Second, vision. Leaders have a very clear vision and communicate it effectively. Third, inspiration. They inspire and energize followers. 4. Interpersonal skills. Strong communication and empathy. 5. Accountability. Leaders take responsibility always. Let's take a real life example. Ratan Tata's empathetic leadership after the 26/11 Mumbai attacks on Taj Hotel and his personal involvement in employee welfare demonstrates visionary and humane leadership. Let's discuss on the scope of leadership. At operational level, guiding frontline employees to perform tasks. At tactical level, managers leading teams to achieve department goals. At strategic level, top leaders directing the organization toward long-term vision. At cross-functional leadership level is leading across departments or even cultures. For example, Sundar Pichai's cross-cultural leadership at Google, managing global teams very effectively. What is then significance of leadership in management? It drives motivation and morale, Good leaders inspire high performance, and it guides organizational change, means essential during restructuring or transformation of any organization. And it builds teams and culture, means shapes the organizational climate, and it improves decision making. Leaders empower others and foster innovation. Let's take a real life example. Indra Nooyi, as a CEO of PepsiCo, brought transformation by aligning employee values with business goals through performance with purpose initiatives. Let's have a look at the distinctions between leadership and management. Here we have a table having three columns, right? Uh, on aspect, uh, different aspects based on which we distinguish between leadership and management. Let's go ahead. On aspect, we say the focus of leadership is vision and inspiration, and the focus of management is planning and execution. The approach of leadership is people oriented, and in management it is task oriented. If you take style, leadership is transformational and management is transactional. If you take the aspect power base, leadership is influence and trust, and management is about authority and um, position. Um, Next is about outcome. When we talk about outcome as an aspect, the outcome of leadership is change and innovation, and in management it is order efficiency. For example, Steve Jobs was a visionary leader, while Tim Cook is an effective manager, keeping operations smooth at Apple. If you look at the case study of Infosys leadership journey, the context is, you know that Infosys founded by Narayan Murthy with a vision to create a value-based IT company. The leadership style is visionary, ethical, and people-centric. The impact of this is he created a leadership pipeline through internal mentorship. Nandan Nilankani, Chris Gopal Krishnan continued the legacy. The outcome here is Infosys became one of the India's most respected companies with global recognition. The lesson here about this Infosys leadership journey is visionary leadership sustains organizational growth and values over generations. Let's have a look at a summary and key takeaways of this module 10, leadership part 1. Leadership is the core of the direction function in management. It involves influence, inspiration, and vision. The leadership operates at all levels and is very vital for change and performance. Leaders create cultures, inspire people, and enable progress. Leadership and management are complementary but different roles altogether. Thank you for joining us in this journey to understand the essence of leadership. We have seen how leaders influence beyond authority, inspire action, and shape the future of organizations. In this part 2, we will explore leadership styles and theories that define success across industries and learn how you can apply them in real life scenarios. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more impact lessons, high impact lessons in management. This is Professor Dr. D.V.Ramana Murthy PhD in Management, helping you lead with clarity, confidence, and purpose. See you in part 2 of leadership. Until then, take care. Thank you and good luck.